What's going on, Star Citizen fam? It's your boy Raptor Spiritus, and CIG just gave us something really cool to start the weekend off because we all know what we're waiting for is Invictus, which comes on Thursday. Funny enough, I will be flying across the ocean into Europe, but of course, I will have my laptop so I can participate in emptying my wallet for CIG's fun. But I digress. Right now, we have the Greycat MTC. So I already saw this ship whenever they did the preview on Friday or Thursday, and I love this ship. This ship was really, really cool. Well, vehicle was really cool. I liked to take on it. I'm a person of that likes more compact type things. I'm not big into the multi-crew stuff, just probably because my org is very small and we're all on at different times. It's hard to get us together. So, I typically stay around the realm of things I can do by myself. This vehicle has a lot to offer for its size, and the fact that Greycat came out with this, and it's basically like a beefed up STV. I love this thing. This thing is super cool, and so we're gonna take a quick look at it.
MTC is a military ground vehicle.
And it edges on the side of high-tech, but it's still that industrial vibe.
It's like a clenched fist, compact, solid, and battle-ready.
It's massive wide body, big tires, and huge bars at the front.
Just look at this thing. So I also like, on my spare time, I like to do camping, overlanding, things like that. I'm a big fan of these very off-road looking type of vehicles. So when you look at the medical Ursa, it's very utilitarian. It's purposed, whatever variant you get, whether it be the regular one. The Lynx one is very luxurious. Whenever Terra comes in, I can see myself in the Lynx going down the paved roads, doing, whatever. But this right here is purely off the grid, like off-road, very rugged. The wide stance on it, is going to give it a lot of flex, which, as they mentioned, is supposed to handle a lot better because it is purely made for rough terrain. They included a saying that it is better equipped to handle Daymar. Daymar has a lot of rough terrain, and I'm going to tell you, taking the STV in some place like Daymar, or even, I'm going to tell you, the worst place is Lorville. I think we all can agree that Lorville is probably the worst place to be when it comes to taking ground vehicles. It sucks. You're hitting everything left and right. It's the worst terrain. So this thing looks like it would be better equipped to handle it, even better than the Ursas. And with the Ursas having the three independent suspension wheels, which is cool, this thing just looks like it's can handle anything. Rough terrain, woods, water, all that stuff. Like this I would definitely take out more often, especially if I'm going and looking for stuff. This is really a cool setup, and the artists at CIG have really knocked this one out of the park. Just look at the lines on this thing. Like, it's just so nice. Oh my gosh, I'm definitely grabbing this one. I love this thing.
Just means that if this thing is driving towards you, you want to get out of the way.
It allows you to bring more weapons to help people on the battlefield. You can never have too much firepower, and the MTC allows for that.
It's designed for easy maintenance, yet when you look at it, it looks really put together and refined. One thing that was really important to us is making sure that you guys had access to things without entering the vehicle, so you can do a quick drive-by, pick up and go. So we put some personal storage on the outside, and we have a big cargo rack on the back.
So this right here, I think, is a super cool take on doing cargo, because we all know everything has a trade-off. I can tell you, as far as I know, the Lynx Ursa doesn't have any storage that I've seen off my hand. It's really just supposed to be for luxury, which is fine. I love it. It's cool. The regular Ursas don't really have storage either, as far as I know. And then the medical Ursa has some storage up on the tops. which is nice. But this is cool because it not only has external storage that's on the vehicle itself, but then it has these racks right here that will house these boxes you could put things in, which I think is a great take. It keeps it compact, minimalized, but you could still do some looting along the way. And it's just, I love this whole thing, and they did very well, especially for keeping it to the language design of Greycat. It's pretty cool. I think that my camera that was weird. Okay, my camera's having a stroke apparently. There it is. That's weirdest thing ever. Camera was having a stroke. It just disappeared. Anyways, I digress. So, yes, I just love the design language of Greycat a lot. It's very rugged, utilitarian, and it actually serves a purpose for being out there. Not like a specific for, again, a medical Ursa is not gonna, you can't be doing no Baja running or anything really in it. You can, but this is like, I think, really suited for that. And as they go on to describe it, it's supposed to be able to bring like the extra guns and armor to the front line, you know, in case there's like a skirmish or something. And it has 2 size 2 guns on the top. So again, you know, just mount it with some attritions or something crazy. It's gonna be great. So I love this thing. It's great. It's super cool.
And the side door is a new design based on this kind of chassis of vehicle where it has a really low fall.
So looking at these wheels, if anyone has ever like, you know, been into like cars and military vehicles, this pattern design for the wheels have been a concept for military personnel for a long time, and it's actually making its way to the commercial world because it offers basically an alternative where you don't have a traditional tire with air in it. These basically will not go flat. You know, this is all this like rubber compound weaving in here, so it's basically you can't stop it. It's going to be going and going and going and going and going. So I love the fact that they implemented that language onto the wheels. It looks so cool. It's just the details that really I love about this vehicle that CIG's been doing very well with recently in their ships and vehicle design. It's super cool.
Form factor. You'll see when it opens, the door slides along the rail, and that means that when it's fully deployed, it actually sits further back than the tyre, allowing you to fit it in more ships.
The MTC has 2 size 2 guns on the top. It can be controlled by the pilot, or secondary, it can be controlled by the remote turret seat in the rear. This allows that second player can come in controlling the turret, and then when needs to enter the battlefield, the pilot can then resume control of the turret for backup.
In first look, you see very simple design, but telling a story. It has 3 weapon rack. One of them is between 2 suit lockers for a heavy weapon, others for regular weapons. There is 4 component bay and 2 suit locker.
So one of the things I actually spoke with one of my org mates about when I was talking about this vehicle is that, again, from a solo point of view, this would be super great when you are traversing different types of environments and you kind of want a vehicle that can be very, you could use it for multiple things in different types of scenarios. This is definitely that. You could have a suit on the one hand for cold environments. You could have a suit that's better for hot environments. You can do heavy and then a light, depending on, you know, if you're going in tanky or if you want to go in, you know, light and quickly. This thing is really great. And how they built it with the intent, its intent is literally to be ready for anything. And I love that. So cool.
In the design of the cockpit, I try to make a balance between something cool and fancy and something strong and aggressive.
I love that steering wheel. That steering wheel is super cool. I just like the way it is. It's very nice, very cool. Like the little, even though most of that stuff doesn't work on there, but it's still just, the design is really, really cool. If this came out as an actual vehicle, I would totally buy it for the car, just for the daily. This thing is so cool.
balance between something cool and fancy and something strong and aggressive. I think.
Did you see that? Did you look at right here? Look right here.
And fancy and something strong and aggressive.
It has armor that goes over the windows. That is so cool. See, it's the little details. It's so cool. Little armor that goes over the windows. That's so cool.
But its improved handling characteristics is going to allow it to traverse, say, Daymar a lot better than the rest of the field. It's slightly shorter than the Ursa, and it's also a lot more tanky with it being a military-style vehicle. On the inside, you can carry a lot more weapons. It doesn't carry as many people as the Ursa, but like always, trade-offs.
And I'll be honest, like, well, first of all, this last thing they do right here with it coming down, it's over at a distribution center. I love this thing. It's coming in hot, you know, and this is something which you would probably see like some sort of private military when they're doing convoys or trying to extract somebody. You would see like 2-3 of these things coming in hot to get in there and extract somebody or whatever. This thing is super freaking cool. And yes, it doesn't carry a lot of people, but it's not meant to do that. This is meant to be the quick in, quick out. You know, we need more weapons. We need some, you know, a heavier suit. You know, we need stuff right now. Get in there and make it happen. That's what this thing is for. And there goes my camera again. What the heck? Most craziest thing. My camera keeps quitting. But anyways, so yes, it's super cool. I'm very, very excited for this. I'm definitely getting this. It's so worth it. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be that much you could buy in game. I personally I'd rather buy it to keep because I love this. I love this vehicle, and I'm not one of those that buys everything that comes out. I'm not like that. I buy things based off of what I do for gameplay. So most things won't have the things that I want. But this thing is super cool. But I definitely would encourage, you know, don't spend money here. Once it comes out in the stores in game, just grind and get it. It shouldn't be too much more than a medical Ursa or something like that. It shouldn't be that bad. But yeah, this scene is the greatest. I love what this thing is bringing. CIG does a great job of advertising the purpose for vehicles and letting people see it. So I love this thing. Oof.
This vehicle's for people who want to be the hero. Everything's going wrong, they're on a ground mission, and your ground troops need support. Over the horizon, they see this thing just come flying in, huge headlights lighting up the entire field of battle, and you're running towards it, and your enemies are running away from it.
Look at that. So that's the Greycat MTC. I'm super stoked for this vehicle. I'm super stoked for the Asgard. I hope, and what it looks like they're doing is every day up until then, they're probably going to do one of these insiders for each of the vehicles that they brought out that you saw on Thursday. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's tomorrow. And Wednesday, unfortunately, I will be flying out, so I may not see everything until I get landed in Austria. But I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be super great. See you guys in the verse. Have fun.